Hey everyone! Welcome to our channel, The Mighty Drakes. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing good. Just a typical Monday, taking Damien to his therapies, which is speech and OT, Mondays and Wednesdays. I am a stay-at-home mother. I stay at home to help get him back and forth to therapies. He'll eventually be going to preschool once I get him filled out for that, get him registered and everything. I have a hard time doing that due to the fact that I'm always busy either taking him to therapies or his teacher coming over to the house and getting him his teaching for the week. He is in early Head Start as well as KTZ, which is Kids Therapy Zone, is where we go for his speech and OT. He goes there due to his ACC, which is agenesis of the corpus callosum, which means part of his brain is missing, and as well for his autism. We found out that he had ACC when I was pregnant with him. I was about 35, 36 weeks, maybe give or take a little. We found out I was going to a maternal fetal medicine doctor due to my type 1 diabetes. I found out I was type 1 diabetic when I was 13 years old. Went through 2 bouts of DKA. Is where your sugar goes high or low, too high or too low. And you can go into a coma. I haven't, thankfully. But I have been in the hospital due to it. And it's really rough. It's no fun to have to go through that. It's like having the flu, but a little worse. But for those of you that don't know much about type 1 diabetes, that's something we go through. It was rough. One time I got into it because I had an infection of some sort, was some kind of sick, didn't even realize it. But the doctors had ran some tests and realized that's what caused it one time. The next time was due to a pump site. I guess the site had got too scarred, and I kept putting in that site, not realizing it. And that caused me not to get my insulin, which made me go into DKA, because that's what got my sugar up really high. Although here lately I've been doing really well, pretty decent for a type 1 diabetic, for as much as I can. I mean, you do what you can. I no longer am on the pump. I got off the pump due to insurance reasons and due to Damien. When he was a baby, it was a little hard with the tubing and everything to keep him out of it from not getting his little feet or his little arms caught up in the tubing. So I just decided to step away from that and go back to taking the shots. I've been taking the shots for a while, so I already knew what to do and how to take them. So that made it nice. It was something different. Go back to talking about Damien. His ACC has caused him to be a little delayed. He was delayed in crawling, walking, talking, all that just jazz and his developmental milestones. We have gotten better, thankfully, due to speech and OT. That's helped big time, majorly. I'm really thankful for his therapists over at KTZ, Kids Therapy Zone. We're really thankful for them. He has grown quite a bit, and he's almost to where he should be for a 3-year-old, which is great. I'm proud of him. Me and Luke both are really proud of him. He's proud of himself. You can tell the difference in him. Being now that we have more of a routine, that's helped because he does have autism, so being on a routine helps kind of keep him calmer. I mean, not always. He is a typical 3-year-old as well. He gets those rambunctious moments, so that's never going to end. But as far as the autism part that plays along with it, he's doing better. We've gotten him to calm down a lot compared to what he used to be. He used to have aggressive behaviors, but we have got that a little bit better under control lately with doing more of a routine and taking him out more and try to figure out ways of calming him better, which has helped greatly. Thankful for his specialist that he sees on Thursdays. Also, I wanted to explain a little bit more about when we found out he had autism. He was about a year old, almost 2. I had noticed that some of the symptoms, things he was doing was strange, out of the ordinary for a typical almost 2-year-old, and he had done them for quite a while, ever since he was a baby. I kind of figured something was up, wasn't quite sure. Started one of my fellow YouTube channels that I watch, started watching them, and they're like, well, this is how our daughter is, this is how we found out she has autism and everything. So I went and talked to my son's pediatrician, and they agreed that he might be autistic. And come to find out, he went to a developmental pediatrician, and we did find out that he is autistic. He is mildly autistic, though. He's very high functioning and is doing real well with it. He has different therapies to help with that as well. I wanted you guys to know a little bit about that. And it's just been a day to a life thing. I take care of him. His dad goes to work. We both take turns taking care of Damien and helping him with his speech and his fine motor skills and anything else that we see come arise that we could help him with, that we do understand. Like I said, we found out his ACC out when we were pregnant with him, and they had said at that time that people usually find out earlier on in the pregnancy. We unfortunately didn't find out till the end that he had this condition. So that was tough. That was very upsetting. They told us that he could be mentally and physically handicapped, which he is not, thankfully. Thank you, Lord. I'm very thankful for that. I don't know if that will ever come apart. Things happen. I'm not going to rule it completely out, because things happen. We don't know the future or what the future holds until we get there. So I hope that never comes to be, but if we do, we'll take care of it once we get there. They also told us that he could have cerebral palsy. He hasn't had any signs of having cerebral palsy. Not as of right now, not to really worry about things. He has showed us signs of possible seizures. We have run now 2 tests, EEG tests on him to see how that played along. The first test we did was 24 hours, and he didn't show any signs of having a seizure at that point in time. We went again here like 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that. I haven't heard back from the doctors on how that one went. I am going to call as soon as I can to figure out what happened with that test, and hopefully everything went okay with that, and move on to see what the doctor says about what to do and what to look out for now, maybe. And with that, so that's a little bit of our story. Like I said, it's been stressful, but we have made it here to where we are now. So very thankful to have all the friends and family that we have. Thankful for you guys. I hope you like and subscribe to our channel, The Mighty Drakes. And I hope you enjoy it. We will be doing little videos every week. I will be trying to post as much as I can whenever I get the chance. This is our second video that we have posted. I've decided to come out here and do today. So I hope you watch, like, and subscribe. And thank you for being a part of the Mighty Drakes. Thank you. See y'all later.